All right, so here we go, another one, and nicely with the numbers here, I'm glad we get to use a calculator. And so let's go ahead and do this. So we're going to rewrite this into the augmented matrix form. So we're going to get 1.4, we're going to get minus 0.6, we're going to get a 2.6, and then a 5.14. Then we have a 3.4, negative 5.6, 7.6, and 16.04. Now, the 2 goes over here, so that's going to be a zero point 0.2. The y is already here, so that's a 1.8. 3.7 comes over, so that's a minus 3.7. And now the 7.16 comes over here, so that's a negative 7.16. So, in theory, that should be what we have to type into our calculator if I wrote everything down correctly. So let's go do second math over to edit. And again, it's a 3 by 4, so that's okay. So now we type in 1.4, and then we have a negative zero point 0.6, and then we have a 2.6, and then a 5.14, and we have a 3.4, and negative 5.6, and then we have a 7.6, and a 16.04. And then last, we have zero point 0.2, 1.8, negative 3.7, and finally a negative 7.16. All right, not too bad. So now we're going to go and do quit, and we're going to do matrix, we're going to do math, determinant, and do matrix, 1, parenthesis. What did I hit wrong? Oh, I didn't want determinant. That's why. I want row, oops, row reduced echelon form. I want that one. And then I do second matrix A in parentheses. And so I get zero point 0.2, negative zero point 0.3, and 1.8 for my values. So my ordered triple is 0 0.2, negative 0 0.3, and 1.8. So that is the solution. Let's make that 3 a little more clear. And so that's my solution. So now my check, again, I'm just going to do it all here. So it's going to be 1.4 times 0 0.2 minus 0 0.6 times negative 0 0.3 plus 2.6 times 1.8, and that's supposed to be 5.14. Then we'll do a 2, 3.4, and then times a 0 0.2, then minus 5.6 times negative 0 0.3 plus 7.6 times 1.8, and that's supposed to be equal to 16.04. And then on our last one, we have 1.8 times negative 0.3 plus 7.616, and that's equal to 3.7 times 1.8. And then we have minus 0.2 times 0.2. All right, so let's write all that down. And so we go back over here. We do a second matrix edit. Oops, no, that's not what I want. I'm calculating now. So it's 1.4 times a zero point 0.2, and then it's going to be minus, oops, not that minus, yeah, we can do that, zero point 0.6 times, then it's going to be a negative point, not a negative, negative is zero point 0.3, and then plus a 2.6 times the 1.8, and hopefully that's 1.8. Hit the right buttons here. 5.14. So the first one works. All right. So the next one is uh 3.4 times zero point 0.2, and then we have minus 5.6 times negative zero point 0.3, and then plus 7.6 times 1.8, and that's supposed to be 1604, and it is. And then our last one It looks like I better remember what it was because I don't remember off the top of my head now. 1.8 and 7.16. So we have 1.8 times a negative zero point 0.3 plus 7.16. So we get that. And on the other side, we had a negative zero point 0.2 times a zero point 0.2, and then we had a plus 3.7 times, and then that's going to be a 1.8, and we get 6.62. So it works on all three cases. So those are the solutions. And again, only reason you do this is in case you typed in something wrong into your thing. You're going to get answers out no matter what with using it on the calculator, but you want to make sure you have the right answers for the equations that you start with. All right, let's stop there and come back for some more.